Tomorrow is already 4th of July. It may be hard to believe, but good thing we have an expert here with us to talk about how we can be navigating the holiday with our kids. Karen Coltrane from the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry is here with me today. Karen, what can we expect for 4th of July for kids this year?
Yeah, well, there's Lowcountry offers lots of things to do. And so this week is all about the holiday. There's lots of places to celebrate our 248th anniversary of the founding of our country. And I suspect you've got several of them covered. So I thought I'd point out a couple that might be extra kid friendly.
Okay.
And the first one I want to give a shout out to is our friends over at the River Dogs, who always know how to treat families right. They've got home games on the 4th and the 6th, and military families need to contact them about free tickets for those games. So I want to make sure that people heard that. But you know, the River Dogs, like I said, know how to do it, and they have post game fireworks on the 4th. So that's one you might want to check out. The next up is on Sullivan's. They're having their golf cart parade, which I've actually seen that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
and starts at 9, and it's going to end with a party at Sullivan's Island Elementary School. That begins at 6 p.m. The Shem Creek Boogie Band is playing, and they encourage everyone to bring a blanket, stay for the fireworks till 9. So kind of a all-Americana family sort of activity. And of course, I'll mention the biggest fireworks in the whole region if you really want to go big. North Charleston 4th of July Festival at Riverfront Park, 5 to 9. Live music, food trucks always gets my attention. So it won't be hard to find fireworks if your little ones are up for it. And so with all this going on, the Children's Museum is actually going to be closed on the 4th of July. It's the only day of the summer we're closed. We're open every other day of the summer between Memorial Day and Labor Day, but we're closing on the 4th of July because just with everything going on, we don't see as much traffic downtown. So it gives us a midsummer exhale for our team to go do something fun, celebrate the country, and then we come back to work the next day because everyone will be hot and tired of the beach and ready to come inside.
Are there any tips for kids and fireworks? I know the loudness can be hard on the kids' ears sometimes. Any tips for that?
That's right. Kids and dogs are sensitive to that. Yeah. No, I figured you were going to ask me that question. So in anticipation, I tried to think through what are all the things parents need to think about, and it actually becomes overwhelming. And it reminded me of what it's like to be a parent of a young child. And so I thought I'm not going to freak everybody out before their holiday, but I came up with 7 areas, and I'm just going to mention one thing per area to think about, just to have it out there. Obviously, fireworks, as you said first. Never leave your little ones alone near the stuff, and everybody knows that. But just a quick reminder: close to firework safety for me is the noise. Something to shield their ears. If there's those headphones, if you find them, or something. We literally put our hands around our dog's ears on King Street when the fire trucks go by. I mean, it's just, it's loud, and it can be damaging. So something to cover the ears, but also a comfort item, because if they do get upset by it, if they've never seen it before and you're not quite sure how they're going to react, make sure you have a toy or a blanket or something that helps comfort them so you can get them back where they need to be. Crowd safety. If you remember, we talked about this in the context of visiting the museum. I still like that mom who dresses her kids in all the same neon colors whenever they go out, but just remember that there's going to be crowds wherever you go. Be thinking about that. Water safety on a weekend, holiday weekend like this. The drowning's the #1 cause of death in young children. So just don't take your eyes off of them, and if you have to, assign somebody else to keep their eyes on them. Food safety. Watch out for perishable items and make sure kids aren't eating anything that's going to get them sick and mess up your weekend with a trip over to the emergency care. Sun protection, recommended for children 30 plus SPF every 2 hours and more if they're going to be in the water. And then related to sun protection is one I wanted to bring up, especially like last week we had all that record heat, you know, that kind of thing. This is, in my view, a sleeper concern that parents may not consider, and that's heat protection. More adults die of excess heat than any other weather-related hazard, than hurricanes, floods, anything. It's heat. So you need to take cool breaks when you feel the need, but children overheat faster than we do, and so you may not be aware of that. But just quickly, here's a few reasons why. Their sweat glands are not fully developed. So they're not cooling themselves as quickly as we do. Their metabolism actually runs faster than ours, so they're heating up quicker. They absorb, this is interesting, they absorb heat from their environment faster than we do because their skin surface to body mass ratio is higher than ours.
Yeah.
And so they're getting more heat in and less ways to push it out. And lastly, they don't have the sense of when to hydrate like we do.
Yeah.
So
Very
they
true.
so they kind of have a perfect storm going on for little kids. So you really have to watch them, and they don't like as you know with children, they don't kind of wind down. They just flop.
Yeah.
So it's really important to if you even begin to feel like you're hot, get those kids out in the shade for a little bit. Just some cool, not cold, but cool water. Cool them down a little bit, hose them off if you need to, and then bring them back. So anyway, just a little note about that, and keep everybody healthy and happy, and just make this one of many, many 4th of July memories for your family.
Great reminders there. And it's living here in the Low Country too. I get so overheated just being outside for a little while. I can't imagine a little kid. You can see their cheeks getting all red and stuff. So just good reminder, keep them hydrated, and just have so much fun with your family this holiday weekend. Karen, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July to you.
Have a fun weekend.
I know I will. You
one.
do the same.
Thanks, I will.